What's going on, everyone? Wow, thousands of people of Iranians are standing around power plants and bridges, I guess in hopes that they don't get bombed and it will stop the bombing. We're going to discuss my thoughts on this whole thing. I'm just going to shout out the live on Instagram real quick, everyone. Welcome to Rumble, any new people as well. Hold on a sec. Sec. Yeah, he did say that, Butter. He did indeed say that, which makes one wonder. That's a pretty bold claim, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Boom, bang, bing. Shout out to Butter, man. 50. Okay, we'll 50 it up. Okay, so let's see. Shout out to Art by Linda. Thank you, Linda. Welcome all the... Well, Linda, I think, might be new. Shout out to Art by Linda. I'm sure she has wonderful art. Hey, Linda, you'd get along with Sunny. Sunny designed the Orange County flag in 1968, and it's the current Orange County flag in California. Okay, so let me say, emergency broadcast. What's the cast thing? Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. 8 p.m. tonight. Iran. Something big is coming. Okay, so we're shouting out the live on Instagram real quick. That's right, Sonny. Have no fear. Exactly. Well, and then all of them are standing around the power plants and stuff to try to get them to hopefully not bomb it, is the idea. I imagine a lot of people are thinking that we have to stop Iran from having nukes, though. I mean, that is the going rhetoric right now. Shout out to Jesse, man. What's going on, everyone? So I don't know if everyone's, I'm sure many of you are paying attention to the strangeness of what's going on right now, but we have a potential, like, pretty big situation tonight at 8 p.m. when the deadline for the deal between Iran and the U.S. is going to be finalized. And if there is no deal, it's said that entire civilization will be obliterated or destroyed or something like that. Many people are saying it's going to be biblical. Well, Sonny, the thing is that, yes, that is what people are calling it. And I'm going to say this. If something crazy happens to Iran tonight and it gets bombed to smithereens or nuked, even though we can discuss if nukes are real or not, I don't think so, Chris, because I don't think nukes are even a thing. So, but here's the thing. Then I could imagine if Iran gets significantly damaged and or destroyed, Russia and China are going to tune in finally. And this is supposed to become a global conflict in the first place. So it's setting up perfectly. And at the same time, oil refineries being destroyed, E15 gas is getting put out, which is going to destroy everyone's engines, which is, many people think, part of the plan to get you in electrics. But most people can't afford an electric. So what it'll be is 50-minute cities. This is the whole plan, man. So listen, there's so much going on right now, guys. Yeah, that's right. Bridges too, Tina. Shout out to Urban Seconds as well. So we are live on Rumble right now. because it's free speech, free to download, and free to watch. We have a lot more stuff to discuss than we can mention on here. If you want to tune in, come on over to Rumble right now. It's at the link in my bio. Fiat Man, I think nukes are not a thing. I posted a whole video on it today on my page. There's a 4-hour documentary on BitChute. It's about as real as the moon landing, man. There is fire bombings. I'm sure there's weapons of, frequency weapons and things like that. But in terms of actually nukes, we do need to cover that. But I don't want to discuss that here. We're going to discuss that on Rumble, which is at the link in my bio. There's already 60 people on, and we're discussing the breaking, shocking news of what could kick off at 8 p.m. tonight and where it may be intended to take us, because there is a plan behind this whole thing. So, Sita, I know, it's a bit of an interesting moment in time, I'll tell you that. So, guys, come to Rumble. It's at the link in my bio, or go comment the word Rumble on any one of my posts, and you will get the link sent directly to your DMs. Japan was firebombed. Everyone who's asking about Japan with the atom bomb, the nuclear bombs there, that was firebombing. 100% proof is in the documentary that I just posted on my page, and I'll also talk about it on Rumble as well. Okay, so fear not. That's right, Lone Ranger. Shout out to Lone Ranger. Fear not. It does have to do with AI. That's absolutely right, Gina. I want to answer all of your guys' questions too, but we're going to head over to Rumble now. I hope to see all of you guys there. Again, it's at the link in my bio, all right? Much love, everyone. Yeah, it is getting a little bit hairy, I will say, man. Joshua is supposed to be going halfway across Canada in a week. Well, if in a week you're able to do that, then that'll be great. I mean, I don't know if traveling in Canada, depends how you're planning on traveling across Canada in a week, depending on what means of travel you're thinking of. Fear not, but be prepared. Great reset, final countdown. They did say there'd be a pretty large reset, Butter. That's absolutely right. Yeah, Thrax, it literally looked like CGI. The fake moon landing thing, too, at the same time all this is happening, like, I can't even fathom they'd be doing this, man. Butterdog says you may be walking back home. Yeah, Joshua, I don't know if it's the best time to travel, but I also have family who are vacationing in Dominican right now. So hopefully they'll be able to get back home after. That's why... Dude, I haven't wanted to really travel for like years, thinking like, oh, what if there's like a cyber attack when I'm somewhere, you know? And I know, but, it's just a thought with the cyber attack action. Well, when Klaus Schwab said, wouldn't it be so bad if there was a cyber attack? I'm thinking like, yeah, dude, the sky is freaking blue. Like, of course that would be bad. Why do you even feel the need to say that? Far North Stand said, yeah, that's right. Don't give them your loosh. Who found out about Loosh again there, Far North fan? Remind me that. So, yeah, exactly, Butter, exactly. So, guys, listen, I don't know what's going to happen to Iran tonight. I'm going to be serious. 8 p.m. Is there going to be boots on the ground? Are they going to bomb the shit out of it? Is it a big distraction and a spectacle? Everyone's on the tip of their freaking toes wondering if Iran's about to be nuked tonight. Like, that is how it's being framed. Trump literally said that they're going to wipe a civilization off of the face of the earth tonight. Not exactly word for word, but he did say wipe and he did say civilization. So obviously, and then he was swearing. Did you guys see on Easter, Trump swore a whole bunch on his post, Truth Social, and he said, praise be to Allah on Easter. People are thinking that's making a mockery of Christ and Christianity and whatnot. It's hard not to see it that way. But just to be clear, I'm not sitting here going like, Trump, he's unhinged. He's a wild man. We need to stop him. That's falling directly into their whole plan and their whole agenda to make you think it's politicians that are pulling these strings and that it's politicians who are doing this stuff. When it's not, they are complete puppets. It's the Illuminati behind all of this 100% on both sides, by the way. Iran too, with their 33 windows on their parliament building shaped like a pyramid with Masonic symbolism all throughout it. They also have a central bank that is controlled by the same families that want to control, we know, that also worship Satan. You saw the infographic I posted the other day. The hierarchy of control. People on the bottom, and then it's, governments, corporations, media, and then it's central banks, and then it's the International Bank of Central Banks, the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. It's freaking wild, dude. But listen, this is the most important time likely in human history to be of sound mind and sound body, because we don't know what's coming around the corner, and we do know they still plan to feed us the strangest, even stranger than the food they're trying to put in the food supply today. I'm talking about what are they talking about? Lettuce, vaccine lettuce that has vaccines built into it, lab grown butter and lab grown milk. This is what 100% they want us eating this stuff. But to be honest, what the average conventional diet is right now is not even too much better than what they have planned for us. Like GMO, synthetic hormone, cloned cows, fucking 3D meat, exactly hand, all this crazy stuff, because they want you in an altered state of consciousness. They want you in a lower vibrational frequency, 100%. So I think we should be stocking up on keeping our mind clear and protecting our greatest asset, which is our health and well-being. So this is what I'm thinking, guys. I was told before this live that we're able to give away 3 or 4 bags of the organic heirloom cacao. I know, well, I wonder, Donna, I know how that was framed, but I was wondering about that. I heard Tucker Carlson say it was a mockery, but we'll figure it out. We're going to give away 3 or 4 bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder, which is the $100 value, certified heirloom, original cacao on this live. It's first come, first serve, 3 or 4 bags. This stuff massively boosts stem cell production. It calibrates your endocrine system. It's pro-fertile, and it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland. And so that's the chocolate powder. We have 3 or 4 bags to give away. The way the deal works, it is first come, first serve. So as soon as I send this link to the chat, make sure you click it ASAP. This goes to choq.com, CHOQ.com. And so click that link, get bumped first in line. The way the deal works, the #1 superfood at choq.com for men and women, shout out to Butterdog, is the hot water purified shilajit. So the shilajit is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases the production of new brain cells, which increases mental clarity, concentration, focus, and memory. For guys, it boosts testosterone. For girls, it calibrates your endocrine system. That's the shilajit. It's clinically studied. It's an herbal mineral compound from the Himalayan mountains. And of course, we do have a situation where if there's some disruptions, like this could be a good time to stock up on superfoods. So shilajit. Now, the second most popular superfood at choq.com for men and women is the certified organic ashwagandha. It's a hormone optimizer. It's whatchamacallit. It's extremely pro-fertile, and it boosts melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It is an absolute game changer, the ashwagandha. So the way the deal works, go to choq.com, CHOQ.com. You'll see there the male or female vitality stack. You'll see both the male and female vitality stack. If you go and put a male or female stack in your cart and you apply the discount code 50life, you get a 50% off lifetime discount on any subscription or bundle. 50life, 50% off for life, which is insane. Then if you place your order on the live with that discount on the subscription, which you can cancel or modify at any time, you get the free $100 bag of organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia included in your order automatically. Lou Ducart, or rather L Ducart, is wanting the chocolate and the superfoods. Dude, mail stack, choq.com, discount code 50life. Dude, Choq usually does like a 10 or 15% off discount code. Right now, I can't even believe this is probably one of the last times they're doing a 50% off lifetime discount and the $100 bag of chocolate powder. Get the stack, get the code, and boom, bang, bing, get the freebie. Shout out to Butterdog. He said 760067 is his order number. He got the male stack, ultra, female stack, ultra, and 10 minerals. Dude, shut up, Butterdog. Holy crap. Let me double check, man. Did you? Okay, so Butter has got the first bag of free lit. There's a ton of people on the site right now. Make sure you apply that discount code properly. Again, you can cancel or modify the subscription at any time, and automatically you're going to get that free lit. But keep in mind, the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. You may be thinking like World War III superfoods, where does this really connect? I see it as a total connection. What do you mean? They've been leading us up to this point for decades, poisoning the food, air, and water supply, spraying us with chemicals, chemtrails, all this crazy stuff, and at the same time, conditioning us to accept all the strange, nefarious agendas that are afoot right now, which we haven't yet revolted over. So it's the fluoride alone, it makes people docile. You know that. Fluoride lowers, of course, intuition because it calcifies your pineal gland, and it makes you docile. So that's the whole thing. Now, are they done making us docile? I don't think so. I think that a nation or nations or a world of revitalized, and rejuvenated people is the greatest threat to this satanic Illuminati system. 100%. The war is on us. Fear not. Exactly, Butterdog. 100%, man. Butterdog says, silent weapons for quiet wars. We need to be detoxing now. Well, dude, ever since I saw that whistleblower come out and say that if you think of tin foil in a microwave, that's basically what humans are if we're full of heavy metals and they crank up the cell towers. Um, Dude, they could crank up the cell towers and then say it's nuclear radiation that everyone's experiencing from some nuke that detonated really far away. But in fact, it was just that they cranked up the cell towers and we're all feeling sickly. This is the kind of thing this is why people are warning to get the heavy metals out of you. And when you see them spraying every day, like it is a micron concerning. Shout out to Donna, who said she got the chocolate from Chalk and it tastes awesome. Shout out to Donna. Donna's experiencing the benefits of the Chalk lit powder. And also, of course, she's getting the Bliss chemical production, which is tryptophan, dopamine, and serotonin from the lit powder. Shout out to Donna. Love to hear it. Super stoked for you. And then Butterdog said, will minerals help with the frequencies? Yes, two ways. One, because minerals replace heavy metals in the body. So when you're taking the minerals, they bind to and replace the heavy metals in your system and excrete them out of the body. But then two, because minerals boost and rebuild and build your DNA, and we know frequencies affect our DNA, unfortunately, it's a very good idea to be getting the minerals, which is in the male and female stack, getting them, and then that helps rejuvenate and restore your system from the magnetic, electromagnetic radiation that we are being exposed to, which normies will say is simply the same thing as sunlight. Like sunlight is radiation too. If you can't tell the difference between the light coming from the fucking sun and a Wi-Fi router next to your head while you're sleeping, I don't know what to tell you. There is a very big difference. I'm sure many of you are aware. I hope anyway. Someone just got the female stack. Congratulations to who just got the female vitality stack at chalk.com with the code 50life, 50% off for life on their subscription. Shout out to who got the female stack. That means we have 3 bags left of the lit powder to give away. If you guys are on the fence, you're on the site, place your order ASAP, get the freebie, and get the 50% off freaking lifetime discount code. The war alone is already a war crime. Congress never declared a war. Wow, Isaiah, that's interesting. That is an interesting angle. Well, don't they always usually not tell us that it's a war until way later on? Like even World War II, they didn't say it was a world war until way after a whole bunch of conflict was happening. So they seem to like to slow play that. Shout out to Paige, who said she just got her Shilajit, or Paige got his or her Shilajit daily and lit in the mail. Shout out to Paige, freaking awesome. Which she's going to love the benefits of that hot water purified Shilajit on her DNA and her brain function massively. Of course, guys, it clinically studied to stimulate the production of new brain cells. It's called neurogenesis. So you will feel like $1 million on the Shilajit. Spoon said, what about how Iran is said to be acquiring missiles from North Korea? That could reach the States. Spoon Surf, I think anything's on the table right now, man. I think that, for one, I don't think North Korea is a organic entity. I think it's totally controlled by, they probably took a note out of the playbook of China with the facial recognition, the total lockdown on their citizens. Like North Korea is like the communist epicenter of the goal of all these countries, which again is basically electronic or technological, communism really with the digital ID and everything. So I don't think that Iran, and Iran too, remember, Iran was mass vaxxing. Iran was freaking locking down. Iran's got a central bank. They're headed towards the same technological model of society that we all are, that all these countries are, because it's part of a global plan. New wars of the 21st century are not fought between nations. They're fought between governments and citizens. That's what it is. That's what we're up against here. They're all working hand in hand to throw us into the fire, per se, and try to get us hooked up to AI. That's the end goal here. And I know that's not as like, I guess some people, it's more entertaining to think like, no, like Iran, Russia, and China, they're trying to like take over. And so we got to defend. And it's like this big thing. It's not quite like that, man. And also, the whole nuke thing too. I posted a video today where it is Trump saying that he's going to destroy a whole civilization tonight. And I included a screenshot of the documentary that everyone should watch about nuclear bombs, and you will not be scared about nukes going off. Now, of course, other bombs, other things can go off, can happen. But, nukes you don't really need to worry about. So there could be still mass destruction, but not from a nuclear bomb, not a nuclear fallout, not a nuclear winter either. Butterdog said, need to open up your pineal gland if you still think nukes are real. Yes, exactly, dude. Very, very, I will say probably there's quite a connection there, man. Big time. I mean, think about it. Fluoride, as we know, eats holes in the roadway, melts the highways, but is apparently really good for you. So they made a lot of people be convinced of that strange thing. Okay, so hold on a second. There is a ton of people on the site right now, and I'm going to shout out the live on Instagram again here in a minute. So if you're on the fence and you're on the site and you never tried superfoods before, you're getting 50% off for life on the male or female stack with the code 50life, and then automatically you're going to get the free $100 bag of the chocolate powder included in your order. Make sure you place it ASAP. It's first come, first serve, and we have 3 bags left of that delicious, detoxing, energizing chocolate powder. You know, the time that I decalcified my pineal gland, I actually know the time that it happened. Of course, it's a process. It happens over time. But there was a distinct moment where it was late at night. I was on like a 4-day fast. I was chugging minerals. I can't remember which ones, but now I just take the chalk minerals and the shilajit. And I also was, you know, I don't know if I was doing cacao and stuff, everything that's good for your pineal gland. And I literally heard again, this is no shit. I wasn't high. I didn't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the sound came from the middle of my head. I heard like almost the sound of like if you chew on sand by accident, or you get a bite of something hard and it's like crunch, crackle kind of thing. And I Googled it thinking, at the time I was researching, thinking like, am I the only one who experienced this? Apparently many people, if they go to all of a sudden, boom, like serious detox, serious pineal gland decalcification, they do sometimes actually hear their pineal gland and the calcification on it like crack off as it is disintegrating, really, is my understanding. So then you have a dialed pineal gland, and all of a sudden you are calibrated to the frequencies of the freaking universe, man. Yeah, Ambry, I know there is some people, maybe they're supposed to go down with, well, not go down, but maybe it's like some people are just not meant to be awake in this lifetime, in this experience, man, because yes, it is very strange that people can look up, see all that crazy stuff in the sky, and think that it's all chill and all good, and that it's just merely condensation trails. Like, it is kind of ridiculous to think that. But yes, Butterdog, you can truly feel when you tap into the natural frequencies. That's right. Well, I mean, you get stronger intuition, guidance, a gut feeling, you know, your gut-brain connection gets improved. And that's mainly because the minerals calibrate your microbiome, your gut microbiome massively. So I would be stocking up now, man, especially with that 50% off lifetime discount code, which is absolutely insane. I'm going to shout out the live again real quick here on Instagram. There's going to be a bunch more people on the live. So if you're on the fence, you haven't tried chalk yet, get your order placed ASAP, the code 50life, and you'll get that free lit powder included in your order automatically. Apparently there's a bunch of people on the site right now too. So I don't know if we're even going to be able to, like, we might have to hold this slot for one of you guys or something. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, keep in mind too, I didn't mention, in the male stack, you have the Tomcat 100, which boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Plus sperm count, sperm motility, mental clarity, energy levels, detoxification, and muscle mass, muscle recovery, and muscular endurance. That's the Tomcat. Wild crafted from Malaysia, chemical-free Malaysian rainforest. 100-to-1 extract, and they have a patented extraction method which actually maintains a vast majority of the bioactive compounds. Whereas you can go on Amazon and get a Tomcat 300, which is 300-to-1 extract, but the way they extract it denatures like 60-70% of the bioactive compounds in the first place, which is wild. And then in the female stack, you have the wild crafted Irish moss, which has the full matrix of minerals that rebuilds your DNA. It massively boosts lung function, and also it increases nutrient absorption and nutrient delivery, because every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. So if you're getting the full matrix of minerals, you're getting more nutrients from the food you're eating to begin with, which is freaking awesome. And that's what you're getting in the female stack and the male stack, because you're getting the shilajit as well. They call it the destroyer of weakness for a reason. So stock up on getting your mind clear and protecting your greatest asset. I wrote that down earlier. I thought that is strong, man. We need to be thinking like that, because it is true. I mean, what is our greatest asset? It would be our health and vitality, man, 100%. That's right, Isaiah. Yes, that's true too, man. Let me see here. Hold on a sec. Boom, bang, bing. There we go. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Put that there. The caboose of the laundering train, Amazon. Dude, that is an interesting way to put it, man. 100%. That makes sense. Oh, by the way, guys, that discount, 50% off for life, and you can cancel or modify the subscription at any time. You're not locked in. You can obviously, edit your subscription anytime, but keep in mind, a ton of the clinically studied benefits are based on consistent consumption over 90 days. So you do want to get a consistent dose to experience the full range of benefits. Okay, I'm going to shout this out on Instagram real quick. I guess we only have 2 bags of the lit powder left to give away. So if you're on the fence, quickly place your order with that code. Okay, here we go. Let me just, this is downloading, so give me a sec. Yeah, you keep that discount if you stay subscribed. That's right, Butter. That's the whole goal, man. You stay subscribed, you get a consistent dose, you get to experience all the benefits. It's a game changer, man, 100%. And of course, at the same time, we have, they're still touting the line that it's totally fine, good, and safe for us to be eating GMOs and atrazine, which reverses the gender of frogs, while all this stuff is going on. It is freaking wild, man. So let me just make this live title real quick. What was that headline they just gave? Sec. Decimate, no, destroy. I had it written down here. Joshua, yes, fasting is an excellent thing to do. That's free. You can fast. Bare feet on the ground. Grounding is a great thing to do as well. Hold on a sec, Trump. Tonight. Let me see here. Boom, bang, bing. Okay. I had the tweet. Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, I'm shouting out the live on Instagram, guys. Welcome all the new people as well. That's right, Embry. People, we have to realize that we are basically just talking to the TVs. When you talk to people, if the news doesn't tell them, it doesn't exist. Yes, that's true. A lot of people also need like their entire friend and family group to agree on the same thing for them to believe it or think about it anyway. It's a total phenomenon. There's probably a term for it, but it's definitely a phenomenon where someone's not going to believe something unless their closest friends and family believe the same thing, which is pretty cringe, to be honest. I mean, are we waiting for the mainstream media to agree and confirm that we're being sprayed with heavy metals and micro freaking aluminum nanoparticles, nanobots? Like, I mean, it literally is happening. What's going on, everyone? Shout out to Mech, who's all the way from Georgia, but Georgia in Europe, not Georgia in the United States. Shout out to Georgia, man. Guys, so listen, right now, something shocking is happening. Apparently at 8 p.m., something big is going to happen tonight, according to the official dates and times of when the shocking situation in Iran is supposed to come to a head. So there's supposed to be a deal that's made. It hasn't been made. They're saying that it might be something big. Now, of course, they're framing it like it's going to be a nuke, right? They're basically saying like, we're going to nuke Iran. Everyone's thinking Iran's about to be nuked. But when you research nukes, this is why it's weird, man. What are they really going to do? Is it going to be something else? Is it going to be firebomb? Is it going to be frequency device? Is it going to be, are they going to spray them with something really weird? Are they going to use voice to skull technology? 8 p.m. EST, Chitra, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now when people are blaming Trump for this, I will say that to blame a politician for this when we know that it's actually literally way above the pay grade of the here today, gone tomorrow politicians. This is a very long played out, a long planned thing that's happening right now. It's not because of Trump. I know people will be like, well, wait a minute, let's hate on Trump like Trump's doing it. And I'm not, you may be thinking I'm like defending him or blah, blah. No, I'm saying like these guys are all puppets. This is what I think, that they are 100% all puppets and that they do not have any actual sway in what's going on. This is way planned long before they even got into office, man. They're a fall guy, a patsy. This is how it works. So this is a plan to make a strange situation where there's a global economic reset. Yeah, me too, found consciousness. Shout out to Azim, dude. Azim, good to see you on here, man. So he knows what's going on too. Look, he says researching nukes made him realize how silly it is to believe such nonsense. I'm telling you, it's about as real as the moon landing. Nukes is about as real as the moon landing, which is some of you are going to say, oh, then it's real, right? Others of you will know. So listen, guys, we are streaming right now on a free speech platform where we don't have to bite our tongues. It's called Rumble. It's free to download, free to watch, and free speech. It's at the link in my bio. We already have 100 people on, and we're discussing what could be a bigger situation than 9/11 and what could set up the perfect stage to get digital ID like Mexico's doing right now. Did you hear what Mexico's doing? 127 million people have to give their biometric data to be able to use a cell phone, and they have to link it with their SIM card. Facial recognition, eyeball scans, fingerprint scans to use a SIM card, to use a cell phone in Mexico. And you have until June 30th, and then they're shutting your phone off if you don't do it. That is what they want for the entire world, and it's happening in different places at different times. So listen, I want to tell you guys more. I'm not going to do it on Rumble, or I'm not going to do it on Instagram for obvious reasons. Come on over to Rumble. It's at the link in my bio. It's free to download, free to watch, and free speech. Make an account there so you'll be able to join, or you'll be able to comment, rather. And if you get the app, you don't need the app, but if you get the app, then you'll be able to also comment and get, tuned into the conversation. You can join the conversation. All right. And I can answer you guys' questions as well. Okay. I hope to see you guys on Rumble. Much love, everyone. Link in my bio, and we'll see you there. Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me see. Boom, bang, bang. Okay, welcome everyone. Yeah, that Mexico thing is pretty freaking crazy. Oh, and by the way, all non-European Union citizens, if you want to travel to Europe now, you got to do biometrics. Either iris scans, they scan your eyeball, which is like a fingerprint, or facial recognition, or actual fingerprints. Look it up. They just made a thing. You're not going to be able to go to Europe without giving biometrics. Now, biometrics is basically the first stage before it would be linked to your digital ID. So that's already happening in Europe. Like it's a very real potential that right now, if you don't fly to Europe, I think it's already in place. It might be in place now, but let's just say it's in a few months. If you weren't to go to Europe now, and you don't want to be on a digital ID and give your biometrics to the Border Patrol, it's likely you are not going to go to Europe ever again until human freedom is restored, which could be 4 years, could be 15 years, could be 2 years. Like, I don't know, man. If they try to, listen, by 2030, they do want us basically cyborgs. They want us connected to AI by 2030. So I'm seeing either Jesus coming back before 2030, because if we all get connected to AI, it's fucking game over. It just is. If everyone gets the chip and everyone gets merged with AI, it is game over. So if I had to guess, and no one will know the time or the day or anything, I understand that. But I think if there's a time that Christ is coming back, it's between now and 2030. Which is why we need to get right with God, because this is a biblical thing that we're witnessing, by the way. And not in the sense of, like, it's Illuminatically happening. They're following the script, which is to create a global conflict and use that to shake things up and then make it so that there's reason to ration everyone's energy, driving, travel, restrictions, all this thing. It's 100% part of the plan. And this is because they do want this ultimate control. But again, it's a battle between Satan and God, really. And we have a whole bunch of people right now who are corrupted by Satan in positions of power. And that's why all this is going on. So it is getting crazy, man. It is getting crazy 100%. Shout out to Ish, who just fasted for 26 and a half hours. Freaking rights, man. Good fast there. So listen, Mexico, making everyone getting a digital SIM card, traveling to Europe needs to be digital. South Korea, their license plate reading cameras right now are detecting if people are on the roads when they shouldn't be, because there's travel restrictions right now because of the fuel shortages. So when they put up a bajillion cameras across the United States, and with Palantir, in the last, what was it, a couple years, are those going to be used to just catch bad guys, or is it going to be used to try to create a digital prison, basically? Because it's seeming like the latter if this stuff continues on its current trajectory. So I think it's more important than ever before when we're all wrapping our heads around this. It is pretty uncertain times right now. They are blatantly attacking us. That's right, Butterdog. We do need to be thinking about the number one greatest asset we have, which is the one thing we actually own, which is our vessels, our bodies. They're the only thing we actually have full control over. And right now, obviously, with the spraying of heavy metals, the strange contaminants, the atrazine, the pesticides, which alone, if it was just pesticides that we were up against, that alone is a formidable enemy, you could say, because that atrazine, just a drop of atrazine in a tank of water with frogs, is what reversed their gender. Ducart, I'll put it right here for you. So guys, listen, we're giving away free chalk on this live. We have 2 or 3 more bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia left to give away on the live. The way the deal works, shout out to Ducart, who's going to get his stack right now. This is the organic heirloom cacao. It stimulates stem cell production. It's super detoxing and it's delicious. Plus, it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland. We have 3 more to give away. I just put the link in the chat. It's first come, first serve. Ducart, I think, is going to scoop one up. So we'll say -1. We have 2 bags left, let's say. Go to chalk.com ASAP. Get first in line. If you go and look at the male and female vitality stacks, the male and female stacks, the number one superfood for men and women at chalk.com is the hot water purified shilajit. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases the production of new brain cells. It calibrates your endocrine system. It gives you sharper memory, concentration, and focus, and all-day natural energy. That's what you're getting in the male and female stack, the shilajit. And then the second one, which is in the male and female stack, is the certified wild-crafted Tongkat LE, which comes from the chemical-free Malaysian rainforests. It boosts free testosterone 87% in 21 days, and it increases sperm count and sperm motility. That's the Tongkat, actually, that's in the male stack. The one that's in the male and female stack, rather, is the certified organic ashwagandha. Nothing. So just so you know, women could take the male stack. They're not getting boosted testosterone. The only reason shilajit and Tongkat boost testosterone for men is because it calibrates your endocrine system. And because most guys today have such low testosterone, naturally, it increases their testosterone production. So when women take shilajit, it does not boost testosterone. It calibrates and optimizes your hormones. These are called adaptogens. They adapt to the individual's needs and requirements. So the way the deal works to get the free $100 bags of the chocolate powder is go to chalk.com, put a male or female vitality stack in your cart, apply the discount code 50LIFE. That's a 50% off, 50% off lifetime discount. You apply that on your cart, on your male or female stack, you get 50% off for life, and then automatically you're going to be getting a $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order for free. Chalk.com, code 50LIFE. And again, the ashwagandha, though, that's in the male and female stack, that one calibrates your endocrine system too. It's a hormone optimizer. It's considered the king of herbs in India. It increases melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. And it's certified organic. Plus, it boosts healthy mood and focus. So if you're taking the stacks, you're getting some of the most potent superfoods in combination in the natural world. And remember, too, that shilajit is a potentiator. So it increases the potential of any other herb or superfood that's taken with it. Just make sure you apply the discount code properly. The discount code works on the subscriptions, not on the one-time orders. So you do want to make sure you apply it to the proper product, which is the male or female vitality stack subscription, or go full bore and really stock up with the ultra stacks, the male ultra stack or the female ultra stack. In the female stack, by the way, there's the wild crafted Irish moss, which has the full matrix of minerals. Most Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean and it's full of microplastics, whereas the chalk Irish moss is wildcrafted from Nova Scotia. It's got the full matrix of minerals that rebuilds your DNA, that boosts brain function massively. It increases nutrient absorption, same thing with the shilajit, because if you get the full matrix of minerals, you're able to much more easily absorb nutrients from the food that you're already eating to begin with, because every vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. So super, super potent stuff. I don't know about that, Joshua, if revelation already happened. I don't know if that would be the case. But I don't know enough about it to say 100% no, but I'm pretty sure it didn't happen yet. Shout out to Sunny who said chalk changed her life for real too. Guys, Sunny has a crazy story of her taking chalk. It is very, very heartwarming and moving hearing what happened. And just what happens really when you do, when you choose to take superfoods and to change your entire lifestyle by taking natural adaptogens that are, well, A, clinically studied, but also like lab verified. Shout out to Ish who said I ran out of chocolate, but his subscription just renewed. Shout out to Ish, that's freaking awesome, man. Embry said I don't know if I want to read Embry's comment because like chalk is not intended for nursing or pregnant women. But she did say something pretty crazy. If you guys want to read Embry's comment, Embry, by the way, isn't like a super regular on the live, but yet when she does come on, she does drop gems. But that's the first time I've heard of that, so that is freaking awesome. I'm not surprised, really, Embry. Like I could get into it, but basically, I'm not surprised. Put it that way. I mean, if it's full of a billion nutrients, if it's super good for you and your brain and your hormones, you know, but you can take Tylenol during pregnancy. Like, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So, guys, free lit. A bunch of people are on the site right now, by the way. So, if you're on the fence, you haven't tried chalk yet, this is like the optimal time window ever to try some of the most potent superfoods in the natural world. That's pretty much where we're at. If you're taking the shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the Irish moss, that's the female stack. In the known world, that's up there with some of the best. And I know it's the it obviously is quite uncertain times with what's going on, but I think staying grounded is imperative and being of sound mind and sound body. And even before this World War III stuff, I always, you know, if I had a wish, it would be like, what would happen if 1 billion people's pineal glands were decalcified? How much higher vibration are we talking here? I think significant boosted vibrations, 100%. And I bet you none of their deceptions would even be able to materialize if that was the case. Otherwise, why would they be trying so hard to make sure we have a calcified pineal gland and have a altered system? You know what I mean? Clearly, that's like big on their list of stuff that they want to do. So hold on a second. Let me just double check something here. I know, Sonny, I did. It is wild. I did actually address it too, Sonny. I did address it. So hold on a second. Elon Musk, E15. Did you guys see the E15 thing? It's freaking wild. Yeah, hold on a second. E15 might be gimping people's engines soon, which is part of the plan. Mexico, that was mind-blowing to hear that, dude, because I was getting roasted because I kind of chirped. Well, something was going on in Mexico. It was a digital ID thing that they had planned or something. And I had a couple of guys say, like, bro, no, like, Mexico doesn't really have a digital ID. It's much more freer here. It's, you know what kind of is a psyop? The thought that you can flee, like, I get it. Like, let's say you live in England or Canada or something. Statistically, it is a better quality of life in some ways, in some not. But I mean, like relocating, right? Moving somewhere else. But let me say this. Sure, there's certain countries that would fit people's desires and needs better than others. But there's no country that is not headed towards the same technological model of society with AI and facial recognition and all this crazy stuff. Every country, so you're not going to escape it going to like Costa Rica is in talks of digital ID and all that. You know, Cuba is about to be absorbed into the US, Canada, and Greenland as well. And even, so we had Venezuela, next would be Colombia. And this is part of the North American Technate, which was a big plan to rule North America. It's going to be part of basically the one world government, right? To get to a one world government, you first need to have a lot less countries by merging them all together and being governed under one body. That's kind of the whole plan. So when you see talks of like, this is why it was eerie hearing Trump say Canada becoming a 51st state, Greenland needs to be a part of America for security reasons, Venezuela getting quote unquote taken like that. And by the way, in the game Fallout, which I didn't really play. I never really got into it, but it's very popular and famous. The whole one of the lores of the game, one of the story, a big part of the story in the game, or at least a recurring theme in the series of games, is that in this fictional future, where the Earth is like a desolate wasteland, or at least like North America is, um, Canada is referred to the whole time as an annexed territory of the United States. And so I'm trying to figure out how to word this without sounding like I'm saying like, oh, America is bad, which I'm not saying. I'm saying that it seems that there could be like basically the Illuminati put up a situation where America is going to be the one to absorb the countries into one superpower in North America and Central America, and then you'll have like China's going to absorb like Taiwan and stuff, and they're going to become one governed under one body, and then I guess Russia is going to do what I don't know, but then you have the African Union too. So these are all plans to consolidate power into the hands of the few, man, big time. That's the whole idea. Um, okay, so hold on a second. Let me see here. Zoom in. Strong. Okay, guys. So there's a bunch of people on the site right now. If you're on the fence, you haven't tried chalk yet, get your order placed ASAP with the code 50life on the male or female stack. And then you're getting that free $100 bag of the chocolate powder included in your order automatically. So shout out to everyone who's new on the live. Make sure your live notifications are on as well so you know when we're live next. We're not going anywhere, I'm just saying. And then, hold on, let me double check here. Yeah, this is like a pretty shocking breaking news day, news week that is upon us right now. And 8 p.m. tonight, so in like 6 hours, we're about to hear. I'm kind of anticipating like 8 p.m. getting like almost a notification. Like what's going to happen at 8 p.m., you know? But yes, shocking and strange times indeed. Okay, hold on a second. Let me double check this. Yeah, and then the Mexico thing. I mean, I guess the idea is that we should, if you were Mexican, you would just say no and then not have a phone anymore. I mean, if everyone did that, the cell phone companies, like imagine everyone in Mexico just took a week off from their phones. That's about as long as it would take because they need you having a phone, right? They want to track and trace and surveil you and everything. So if everyone stopped, um, if everyone stopped paying for, if everyone didn't have their cell phone on for a little while, quickly they would lose a lot of power and influence and whatnot. One sec, guys. Hold on a sec. Yeah. So, anyways, Mexico, man. Yeah, everyone just say no, and then I'm sure, not, and there's nothing they'd be able to do about that. And again, they obviously need you to be on your phone all the time. In Mexico, it's part of their whole digital ID thing. If everyone refused a phone, they would have to go straight to like microchipped, like you know what I mean. So again, mandatory means nothing. Everyone said, okay, I'm not having a phone then. What are they going to do? You know. So again, we do have the ultimate power, 100%. Okay, so we have 2 bags left of the lit powder. If you guys are on the site, make sure you place that order ASAP to get the free lit powder. Shout out to Ducart too. I think he's scooping one up as we speak. We are going to be live later tonight again, by the way, guys. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're tuning in for that because it's going to be, well, actually, yeah, we'll be live after 8 p.m., which is when we'll find out what the Sam Dam is going on, um, which will be freaking strange. But you know, you can really get twisted up and wrapped around the axle with this whole thing, being concerned and in fact fearful even. But you got to remember to fear not and to keep your head on a swivel. And I honestly, of course, I know that the more chemically altered and polluted your system is, the weaker your mental faculties will be. You know, during a situation where you will be tried and tested. You know what I mean? You will be. It'll be a bit of a shocking scenario coming around the corner. And so again, I think that's 100% part of the plan as well, to keep people in an altered state, of course. I mean, dude, when it was 10 years ago, finding out about genetically modified food and all that, I knew that this was coming to a head and there was a pretty nefarious plan behind it. Versus um, if I was thinking that, they just want to control and like profit a bit more. No, I knew this is like a spiritual thing, man. I knew that this was a much deeper agenda, 100%. Casper said, "What should we do to prepare for tonight?" Good question, Casper. Honestly, I'm probably going to go out and buy some snowmobile oil, chainsaw, like 50-to-1 oil, probably buy some engine oil. At the very least, you have a barter item. Like, I'm picturing this. If all of a sudden it's like, hey, there's no more oil for the next like 40 days, it's going to be only restricted to like essential services and shit. You're not going to be able to get the oil and stuff for your machines. And so it would get a little bit weird. But or if you have a car, yeah, get an extra freaking oil change jug of oil, I would say. Food, like we should all have extra food, gas, supplies, medicines if you need some. First aid kit action. Like, I don't know. If I'm thinking of if all of a sudden there was a shortage of basically everything because it can't get transported around, think of what you use and need in a day. Have some extra of that on hand. But again, I don't think it's going full Mad Max, guys. I don't think this is going to go full apocalypto over here. I think it's more of a like a controlled burn, right? And that's why I'm saying too, stock up on superfoods, because if there's food shortages, at least you're getting a billion nutrients when you're taking things like the shilajit. I mean, if there's a global situation like that, you would want to be getting natural adaptogens into you that boost your energy levels. Sonny, that's a good idea. Moving to Belize. Belize apparently is a great spot, and they speak English there too. There's a lot of Americans and Canadians in Belize, and it's cheap there too. It's like the old Costa Rica. When Costa Rica 20 years ago was super cheap and chill, now it's not cheap there. But Belize is like 10 years behind, possibly. Yeah, Embry said, if you can grow a garden, now is the time. Buy the fruit bush instead of the fruit. It's so important. Absolutely, Embry. 100%. This is what, and the best time to plant it is 10 years ago. The second best time is now. So that's where we're at. Dude, by the way, just so you know, someone asked this yesterday. The shilajit that Chalk has, because there's people about to place their order now, so this is something for them, and they're going to get the free lit powder, and they make sure they use that discount code 50life. The shilajit that Chalk has is 5 to 10 times as potent as conventional shilajit tar resin. It is also, most tar resin is 20 to 30% water. It's significantly diluted, and therefore I don't know how they get away with calling it a concentrate, but it is literally a dilution. So you have the shilajit from Chalk, which is way more potent, heavy metal tested, hot water purified, and clinically studied. And that's where you get the immaculate results and benefits. Versus a lot of people have tried taking the tar resin and didn't feel any kind of difference taking it at all. So if you're taking the actual hot water purified shilajit, you're going to experience those benefits amazingly. You will definitely notice a difference, not just in your sleep quality, like I said, but energy, vitality, and your pineal gland, of course, your intuition, the seat of your soul. So shout out to Casper. That's a good question, man. I mean, there's better preppers than me. On YouTube, you can watch and listen to who say, okay, if the grid went down for 3 days, what if it went down for 7 days? Here's what you'd need in all these different scenarios, yada, yada. It also depends where you are. At some places, you don't need to worry about getting cold. Other places, you need to worry about getting hot because the AC is not working, But again, is there about to be a cyber attack? Like, I mean, I could see them, whatever happens tonight in Iran, and then that kicks off something where Iranian hackers, quote unquote, strike back, and all of a sudden there's a strange situation with a cyber attack. I could see that. Now, again, I wouldn't think that Iran is behind that. I would see that as an Illuminati freaking playbook, you know. But it is something of rational concern, 100%. Okay, someone just got a massive order, like multiple stacks with the code 50 life. Congratulations to who just got whatever you guys just got, a double stack, I think, with the code 50 life. Shout out to who got that. They're getting the free bag, $100 bag of organic heirloom cacao included in their order, which means we have 2 left. This is the last call for the free lit, guys. And again, if this stuff pops off, we definitely won't be able to give away free lit either. So if you're on the fence, you haven't tried it yet, get your order placed ASAP with that code 50 life. Casper said, I'm in a city, so I feel truly screwed. LOL. Door-to-door combat is not fun. Not like it. We'll get to that most likely, but people are crazy. That's true, Casper. So then if you're in a city, I would just say make sure you have, the odd security measure. Like you can have those, what do? Replace the screws in your door from like a 1/4 inch to being like the 3 inches, and it makes your door require like 800 pounds of force to kick open. You can put stuff on the windows of your house that makes it like shatterproof. So it's like a film you put on it, so you can't easily break the window. Of course, eventually you could still get in, but it would take a lot longer. And then there's this lock, the security feature thing you put on the door. You slap it across the door, and there's no picking it. There's no unhooking it. So that even if the lock was picked, they couldn't open the door. Like a deadbolt is nothing. If you have a freaking lock pick, you can pick any lock. Like literally every single lock can be picked. But this security feature you can get on Amazon, it's like $20 and it slaps in front of the door that you screw into the jamb, and then you're never going to be gimped from someone breaking in. So things like that is a thought, Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Cornejo, man. Shout out to Cornejo. Okay, so there's a couple more people on the site. Last call, guys, on the free lit. Place your orders ASAP with that 50 life. And by the way, too, if this thing kicks off, I don't know that there's going to be a 50% off lifetime discount anytime soon, because if all of a sudden the oil prices are $1 billion more, then we have a strange situation with, and look, oil's about to take out its, actually, is that its all-time highs? No, it only goes back to 2014. Well, if oil's all-time high is $126 a barrel, it's at 114 right now. So it looks like it might be going up. Yeah, that's right, Sonny. Land would be going up in Belize for sure. There's only so much of it, and it's a great spot. Everyone loves Belize. I don't know if there's much crime there either, to be honest. Yeah, exactly, guys, exactly. And get right with God, guys. I mean, get right with repent, and I'm all about that stuff now. I'm learning it as we go, but I do think it's important. Get baptized too. Han said he got a male German Shepherd 3 years ago. He's an alarm that no one can silence. And that's true, man. That's awesome. A German Shepherd, freaking great dog, scary dog. If they're, I mean, if you're staring down one of those, they are a freaking weapon, man. Same with whatchamacallit. What dog did I see the other day that I'm like, dude, if that thing's running at you, holy shit. And it weighs like almost 200 pounds. Like there's some big dogs out there, man. And they've been man's best friend for as long as you can think. Herding animals and, all that. So dogs are great. I do love dogs. I'm not like but I do appreciate dogs, I should say. I'm not like a dog lover, like kiss me, doggy, but like, I think dogs are great. I've been trying to get closer to God, but I have no idea what to do. I've been reading the Bible. Anyone have advice? I'd say, yeah, it was a Cane Corso, Isaiah. Good guess, man. Joshua, keep reading the Bible then, dude. I think that, and get your circle of people around you to be other believers so you can lift each other up. Iron sharpens iron. And what else? There's some good people online to listen to as well. Getting spicy as it works. Oh, really? Cornejo said, not sure if you mentioned it, but funny how Iran getting spicy, as report comes out today that Kash Patel is going after Obama with criminal charges. Holy shit, Cornejo. I bet though that I bet you he won't catch those charges. I bet it's just well, yeah, with this big distraction, it'll probably be put under the rug, you know. Yeah, Hand, he's a deterrent and an alarm. That's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, our dog's an alarm too. He never barks in the middle of the night. The one time he did, there was actually, it was a friend of mine, but I forgot they were coming by, and anyway, I was sleeping, and all of a sudden Blue's barking, and I'm like, he doesn't bark at freaking midnight. What the Sam damn's going on? And I look out the window. In my slumber, I couldn't even recognize who I was looking at out the window from above. And I opened the window. I'm like, hey. And he's like, Shane. And I was like, who's that? He's like, it's John. I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, hey, man. Like, when you wake up middle, like halfway asleep, stuff is fuzzy, man. Yo, shout out to Colton. Hold on a second. Colton just got a stack of some sort. Shout out to Colton. 760099 is his order number. Shout out to Colton with his order. He's getting the free lit. Congratulations, Colton. You're going to feel like $1 million, dude. Love you, Colton, man. I'm stoked for you to try the lit powder. And that means this is fully the last call, guys. If you're on the site right now, we have one more bag of the lit powder left to give away. So shout out to Colton. I'm stoked for you, man. Hold on. Let me just double check something here. Dude, Colton, excellent job, man. Freaking good work, bro. I'm stoked to hear your experience. Colton, you've been hearing me talk about chalk for a while now. If that was your first order, because you said finally, it sounds like this is maybe your actual first order with chalk, but you've been a regular for so long. Pretty freaking cool, man, to see you finally pulled the trigger, bro. Awesome. Okay, guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to extend this deal for like literally 10 minutes because we got to shut down the live, and we're going to be live again later tonight. If you're on the fence, quickly place your order. Make sure you use the code 50life. You're getting the free lit included. And I got a number of posts to make as well. So we got to keep posting. Okay. Shout out to Colton, who got a lit for his wife who's breastfeeding. Colton, shout out to Colton, man. I'm excited for you too. Male stack. Yeah, because you know when your wife has a baby, naturally your testosterone levels go down a little bit. It's some type of biological response. So Colton, I'm stoked for you, man. Congratulations. And your wife as well. And congratulations on, oh, Colton. Fucking Colton. He just sent me a picture of his baby yesterday on Snapchat. Shout out to Colton, man. I forgot which Colton I'm talking to. Shout out to Colton, who just had a brand new baby. A baby boy. Healthy as ever. He said, we are very blessed. We 100% have you to thank for getting us on the chalk, or it may never have happened. I know God is on our side, but it also wasn't even 90 days after taking it that we got pregnant. Hope you and the fam are having a wonderful Easter. Dude, shout out to freaking Colton, man. That is so heartwarming and lovely and just freaking great. And yeah, I know she'll love the lit, man. Okay, Colton, I'll talk to you on Snap, dude. Much love, everyone. Thanks for joining. 10-minute countdown timer on your free lit powder. Get your order placed to a male or female stack with the code 50life. And we'll see you on tonight's live, all right? Much love, everyone.